Your Honor, people of the courts, we're gathered here today to talk about an egregious error that was made during a court proceeding. And we are here to plea for Ember Quinn's chance at parole today. I understand the nature of how the court proceedings went. I wasn't the original lawyer for everything, but after reviewing everything, I know there's some things that needs to be answered for. I know that Ember deserves some form of punishment, but I believe that it is of the opinion of her counsel that life imprisonment without the possible parole is much too heavy-handed for the crimes that she's committed. I know that there were certain things that were not overturned in the ruling, and I can understand why. But I believe the punishment doesn't match the weight of the crimes that were presented in court. In particular, so I would like the courts to consider for parole that she was sent. Ember was sent into prison for essentially half of her cases were clowning around, and we know the clowns they like to have a good time, and sometimes they silly too close to the sun. And I get that there's some severities here and there, but if you're gonna be a clown, you're gonna have to know how to have fun, and Ember knows how to have fun, and so does everybody involved in those situations know how to have fun. Now, I know there were other situations that didn't involve clowns. I know some involved mimes. Please.
Keep the comments down from the gallery.
I understand the reproach, especially after the big clown and mime wars that has happened not too long ago that took the clown house away from us. Oh. Excuse me, Your Honor. These are difficult things to talk about, but I know what it looks like. I know it seems bad, but you have to understand. Ember didn't have murderous intent. I know she didn't do it right, but she stood her ground spiritually, okay?
She deserves to be locked up for life. She's a clown. Shut up, you old bag! Oh,
I don't know who said that.
Sorry.
Clowns all people.
I'm gonna kill. Please stop disrupting the proceedings.
Sorry. Just
I will.
Do you see this, Your Honor?
No,
we can't let our differences be like this.
No, you cannot.
Shut up over there.
Chatterbox, enough. I will start issuing attempts if you guys don't calm down.
Give me a shoe.
Honor, we can't let our differences like this dictate a woman's life like this, okay? Ember doesn't deserve this. She can't let this hate regarding mimes and clowns send her away for life, okay? So I plead with you. I know Ember made mistakes. I know lives were lost. But you gotta understand, on one hand, it's clowning around. But on the other hand, she didn't try to murder anybody. She saw her friends get hurt, and she defended them. She didn't do it right by the legal procedures. But she saw her friend get whacked with the what was it, a wrench? Yeah, I think it was a wrench.
I'm sorry. Who threw the shoe?
It was that dumb.
Yeah.
The
guy
who looks like the
Who threw
Ninja
the
Turtle
suit?
sensei. That guy back there.
I need you guys to keep a close eye on these troublemakers. Okay, you see them make a move like that, you let me know who done it.
Get out of here, man.
Watch out for one of them clowns that's throwing shoes at me.
Stupid wrinkly old bag.
And Your Honor, I have to say, I know she didn't do it right, but Ember, she doesn't have murderous intent in her. She just wanted to defend her friend. I know it constant lies, but we have to understand the person that died was also attacking people to begin with. So I know that it might seem much for what Ember has done, but deep down she has a good heart. I mean, look at her. She's just misunderstood, Your Honor. And worst of all, Your Honor, and in consideration for the appeal, I want you not only see the good in her, but also consider the fact that throughout this process, nobody ever made her understand what it meant to be life in parole, without parole. What it meant to spend a life in Bolingbrook without any chance of parole. She didn't understand these conditions. Nobody spoke with her. And even throughout before I picked up the case, nobody even listened to her side of the story. People just talked over her. And they didn't even try to understand what was going on. It was I think it was a week and a half before I even met her. She said I was the first one to actually sit down and listen to her side. Imagine spending prison for 10 years and nobody's listening to you. Everybody's just deciding things for you. Everybody just locked you up and threw away the key.
19.
She's approaching 21 years in these walls, Your Honor. And I just want to ask you to just consider giving her a second chance at life, to see life beyond these bars, and to let her reunite with her friends and her clown family. That's all I ask for, Your Honor. It's just a second chance for Ember. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor, are you going to allow your client a chance to speak?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Quinn, if you could please.
Please, she'd like a couple words.
Okay. I know I was clowning around, but I know it's wrong, like shooting my friends. Because they could have got seriously hit. And I know, like, clowning around can go a bit too far. I'm sorry for Osvaldo and Leo. Like, it seemed fun at first, but, you know, it got serious and I tried defending myself, but I didn't understand the self-defense properly, and like I felt rushed, and next time I'll learn how to do the self-defense thing properly. And,
Yeah, right.
And I've been getting like a lot of therapy, like for what I did, and I'm learning to grow as a person, and I'm gonna continue and get therapy. Yeah.
Miss Quinn, I want you to be looking at me and not the gallery.
Oh, I didn't know.
Now, I have some questions from the bench for you. Are you aware of the charges that you were found guilty on?
I believe I got found guilty what the cops were pushing, which was life without parole.
Do you understand the crimes that you've committed?
I know they seem bad and I deserve to serve time for them crimes.
I want to go through these charges one by one with you, because I think it's important that you understand the severity of what you were found guilty on and what we're discussing here. You were found guilty of first-degree murder, active torture, kidnapping, second-degree murder, another count of attempted second-degree murder, one count of serial assaults and killings, and then resisting arrest and reckless evading. That is not a very light list of charges at all, Miss Quinn.
Yes.
Do you feel like the words that you've given are enough to outweigh these charges as they weigh against you?
I could do a lot more.
If the court were to grant you parole and allow you a chance to walk outside of these fences, what would you do with this time that you've been given?
Continue.
How have you been shown to be reformed in any way, Miss Quinn?
Continue with my therapy. I've had therapy with Siren and Saya.
Your Honor, if I may.
And reflect on my...
Yes, you may.
I would also like to show that, like, based on what Ember has shared with the courts today, is that she does have the ability for self-reflection, and she's shown that. I know there might be some holes here and there, but she has shown an effort to reflect on her actions and understand the severity of it. She understood that, that there has to be time paid for what has happened, and I would like to have you consider that we are approaching 21 years that she's had time to, serve and contemplate on her actions.
How many years did you take away from the people you killed, Miss Quinn? How many years in prison is enough to repent for that, do you think?
Chatterbox, how long do mimes live?
Well, I mean, it depends who she killed. Like, that the answer varies.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's like the average?
I don't yucking know. We kill mimes pretty frequently, but you guys don't ever
In
really
video
know
game,
about
right?
it.
In video game, right? I think you're saying a little too loud. In video games, right?
In video games, yeah.
Yeah.
I think one died the other day.
Yeah. His father killed it.
Wait, the guy that's running in
Ember,
right
just
now.
say all of them.
I ask you a question, Miss
All
Quinn.
of them.
All of them. I
How
mean,
many years, Ember?
that's technically true, I suppose.
It is.
The
it's true.
reason I asked you that though is, Miss Quinn, I want you to reflect and think on the fact that what you did was you stole those years from somebody else, and now you find yourself before the court asking for some of your own years back. Do you feel like the time that you've served is enough to repent for those actions you've taken?
I'm dumb, Your Honor. I'm dumb.
She is dumb.
You're dumb.
Yeah,
Is that
I'm dumb.
I'm sorry. Is that what you said?
I'm dumb.
Okay. Well,
Angel, can I just
I-
say that her saying that, you know, that is some self-awareness right there, which she's never shown for years. You know, she's growing. This is good.
Again, self-reflection, Your Honor. Self-reflection.
that may be.
Can't wait to testify.
Was there anything else that you'd like to say, Miss Quinn, before I turn this over to the public?
I am sorry for what I did to Dr. Payne. I should never have done that, even if it was to protect my friends.
Very well. Thank you, Miss Quinn. The court appreciates your comments. With that being said, if you could please take a step back, we're now going to turn this over to the public, and we're going to allow everyone a chance to speak. If you would like to say something, you can line up right here by this little center bar.
I'm good.
And please speak one by one, clearly, so
the wheelchair's
that
a
Miss
little-
Quinn and her counsel can hear you. Please say your name and
Which is a little
begin.
weird right now.
Hi, my name's Bozo, and thank you, Angel, for allowing me to speak about Ember. Now, Ember is dumber than a bag of rocks. Absolutely dumb. Like, she's like caveman dumb. Like, just dumb. I've ran her over personally in my car because she's so dumb. She frustrated me. I put her in the hospital, gave her a brain bleed. But she does have a heart, unlike someone like Kirk Jerkums, who just has a belly full of cheeseburgers, relish, and mustard, okay? Ember may not be self-aware all the time, but Ember does feel sorrow, empathy, maybe not in the moment, but she does self-reflect. And I'll be real, of all the clowns, Ember is a true clown. She stands by her words. She may not fully understand what she says, or maybe no one else understands what she says, but she means well, and I think that should be considered. Even though she killed 3 or 4 people in first degree and second degree murder. But that's beside the fact. I think Ember, down to the core, is a good clown. And that's all I want to say.
Thank you very much.
Hello. I just want to say some things. Look, Ember's been locked up for like plenty of years, and I just want to say, you know, to start this off to the DOJ, thank you. Thank you for locking her up as long as you did. We've needed a break, okay? Because Ember, when she's a lot to deal with, okay? But with her being locked up, we've come to realization that, you know, with her locked up, we kind of need her. You know, things are a little bit more difficult because then, you know, like, that means I have to do a lot more things that I don't want to do when I could just call Ember to do it. And you guys have her locked up, so it's been pretty inconvenient. You know, been pretty inconvenient. But listen, if I can go around and get a sniper rifle and shoot 40 people with the intent to murder them, a very ruthless thing, and torture people, yada, 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 and get life and still prove that I can walk the streets again, so can Ember. And Ember, well, Ember doesn't do these things just because she wants to. The bad things Ember does is because, well, I'll be real, it's most of the time it's because people are telling her to do it. Like Osvaldo, like Stumbles, like Bozo.
Yeah.
And then Ember doesn't do it because she thinks that's what's right. Ember said it herself, she's kind of dumb, and she needs to learn to say no. And I think all of this is a good step forward in her learning to finally start saying no to all the brutal things that people tell her to do. Osvaldo, What was the most brutal thing you've done to Ember for not doing what you wanted her to do?
I shot her at Humane Labs in an elevator. I've also forced her to kill multiple people. Well, not even forced. I asked her to, and she didn't want to say no because I would scream at her viciously and say she's a dumbass bitch if she didn't fucking help me with anything I wanted to do.
For real.
I once gave her multiple hot guns, and I had her kill cops. Yeah. She's the perfect yes man. She has no fucking. I don't think she understands what the fuck the word no is. She's a fucking idiot.
Yep.
It's great.
Ember has been gaslit, has
She is
been
my
manipulated, and has been brutally pushed to do brutal things. So in reality, it's not really her fault. It's Osvaldo's fault.
Ember's fucking terrible.
Get out of here!
I did that shit. Y'all tried to charge me for it and failed.
Yeah, so I just want to say that Ember deserves a second chance, and she should not be held to a very high, lengthy sentence, if anything, regarding a mime, because yuck mimes, she's been told to kill them by all of us, myself included. If there was a mime here today, he would be dead. So, thank you for listening. And yeah, she's been manipulated in all the ways to do clowny things. Yeah, she's a real clown, unlike certain people.
Chatterbox, is your defense the reformed guy that went around shooting people with a sniper rifle? Terrorist told her to kill people and she did it, therefore she should be let go?
Yeah, pretty much at the time.
Is that basically what that could be summed up as?
Yeah, well, I mean, at the time that I was doing bad things, I was forcing Ember to do worse things.
Oh.
That's true. I was a victim of a couple of those.
So,
She tried to cut my arm off.
Yeah.
So really, this is all your fault then.
Absolutely,
And you should be the one that's in here instead.
Absolutely.
I think
Would you be willing to take her place, Chatterbox?
You don't have to
You
do
dare
that,
me?
Jelly.
Would you be willing to?
I mean, I'd do it.
We'll think about that.
Well,
Alright, who else has some comments?
I don't want you in here too, Jelly.
Get her, Raina, get her.
Hi, I'm Raina.
Hello? Oh.
Well said. Well
was
said.
that?
Well said, Raina. Well said.
I think you need to go.
Was that everything
you
you wanted to say?
You want me to go? Oh, I'm not. I wasn't prepared for.
Speak your chest.
Okay, I
Speak
wasn't
your
really
chest,
prepared. Rub a dub dub. Thanks for the grub.
You insensitive yellow.
Okay, I
sack
got
of
one more
shit.
thing to add. I think Ember should not go to therapy because she has a tendency to date her therapist, and it probably goes bad. Just want to throw
Maybe
that
she
out
should
there.
do the opposite of therapy.
Yeah, yeah.
What would the opposite of therapy be?
What is the opposite of therapy?
Oh, the opposite of therapy.
Yeah, radicalized.
I think that I think
You should be a mime for a week.
A different type of therapy for Ember would be, you know, let's say you give her parole. She would have to put in 3 hours of senior bond every time she wakes up minimum. You know, for her to work, to talk to people, to learn to control herself by doing specific tasks and feeding the city instead of taking lives. She's helping lives.
Doing sanitation and giving all the materials back to the DOJ and the DOC, making her clean up those streets. You know, that'd be a good one too. Yeah.
That's right.
Very well. Does anyone else in the public have comments they'd like to make?
I guess I'll say something.
All right.
Hi. So all I want to say is, do you really want Ember in here inspiring all the other lifer psychopaths to do horrible things? like some sort of martyr? Do you really want that? Like there's gonna be a rebellion. They're gonna escape and they're gonna kill everybody, man. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
6 lifers.
Thank you.
Ember's been in there. 6 lifers got out.
Yeah, and they keep trying to do jailbreaks because she's in there. She's a fucking rebellion leader.
I see.
what now?
I see.
You almost can't afford to have her in there at this rate.
Exactly. It'd be easier for her to just be out.
Is that
free
true,
where the
Ember?
cops can shoot
Have
her
you been
freely.
inciting rebellion in the prisoners?
I don't remember.
Oh, what do you mean you don't remember?
I don't remember.
Hold on.
Your Honor, it's
Is there
more
anyone
likely.
from the DC that can speak on these allegations?
As far as I
All the
understood,
dumb
it's
dog
false.
rocks right here.
You think
I
it's
haven't
false?
personally
Okay.
witnessed that.
All right. Okay. Thank you. We'll weigh that comment appropriately then. Thank
May
you.
I make an offer, Brittany?
I'll entertain it.
Okay, well, you know, if you grant Ember her freedom at some point here, I will maybe I'll give you some information on one of the lifers that's currently on the run. who's
I'm not
harboring
I'm not a police officer, but I will take that into consideration that you might potentially be harboring a fugitive, and I'll press that on the appropriate authorities. I'll make sure the right people know. I'll think about that though. Does anyone have any comments they'd like to make to the court?
I just had a question. Didn't Moose Knuckles on the docket confess to this crime?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so why is she in prison?
No one
Because she
believes
never
him.
gave them the photo of Moose doing it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know specifically about the initial ruling, but what I do know is that that this ruling is going to be upheld. We're not going to go into those specifics, especially at the Bell attempts to plead guilty for someone else. So, does anyone else have any comments they'd like to make?
I'd like to say something. I feel like I'm stuck in my chair. I've known Ember. She's actually one of the first people I ever met in the city. And I met her at I guess at one of her lowest. I've seen her change, and I've seen the good in Ember. I've seen Ember when she's done things like taking me out of the hospital, be protective of me and make sure that things like my job and everything are never put at risk. She always had consideration when someone like myself was around. As much as people say that she doesn't pay attention and that she's dumb and stuff, I've seen the other side of her that's not. And when she really puts herself to it, she's an incredible person and very considerate. And like the clowns say, she's a huge part of what they were before. When she lost the clowns, she lost a lot. And she's been trying to find it ever since. Taking away clowning away from her from a week has got her in here, but she seems to be learning. You hear her herself telling you that she's trying to better herself. I was there when she bettered herself so that she could try to get back to her family in the past. I'm willing to bet that she's... As much as she's not perfect, she's willing to do anything to prove anybody that she's understood or that she's learned from her mistakes. And as someone who treats and has seen people in my doors, we give hundreds of people a second chance. I don't understand why we can't give someone else a second chance.
Shut the fuck up!
You know, another person a second chance, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's all.
Thank you.
Very well said.
Thank you for your comments. Is there anyone else that has anything they'd like to say?
Before Ember did what she did, I sat with her inside of a house to teach her how to apologize because she never really knew how. It took about 2 hours and 45 minutes and about 38 tries, but she actually did it. It takes a long time for Ember to learn the simplest things. But I always feel, even after that, with some good people around her that put some effort, she can learn. She can change. So, if you let Ember out now, are people gonna die? Maybe. Who's to say? But it all will be towards her change to being better.
That's a really, really glowing endorsement, Chatterbox.
Thank you.
Really glowing. If we let her out, some people might die.
Bad people though.
Probably mimes, and they weren't even people anyway. Like, like last year.
Your Honor, some people might die, but that's a very big if. What will happen is that more people will be happy with her release. That is what we should be focusing on.
And she can do community service to make the
So-
world a better
Exactly.
place.
So people might die, but she could sweep some streets and people would be happy.
It's not guaranteed anybody will die. In fact, I see the reform in Ember. I doubt that anybody's gonna die within the week.
Ember could die tomorrow for all we know.
Yeah,
She could
yeah,
be-
I
Mhm.
could die. I could die. Yeah. Someone
She could die in here, Your Honor.
Stab me tomorrow, and I'll die.
Exactly.
Mm.
She could die in here.
I want to ask. I want to ask the people. I want to ask the people that Ember has been spending time with over the last 2 weeks about her conduct. I'd like to hear some comments from some of the lifers of the DOC.
Yo, what's good?
I will speak on something if that's okay.
Yes, please, coming up.
All right. I will say some things did happen that weren't so ideal at the beginning when we first got Ember. It may have involved attempting to get out of here with some people that are here. But when it comes to getting reformed, I do want to at least testify to the fact that Ember has been nothing but lovely the last few days. The last week has been great. And yeah, it's been quite a lot more peaceful for the last week. So I do appreciate that. I know nothing about Ember personally. I know nothing about you guys either. But yeah, all I can say is that ever since everything happened, she has been good.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Does anyone else have anything they'd like to say about her?
Yeah, if I can.
Wait, what?
Hi everyone. So,
Hey.
while I can't necessarily speak on the character of Ember, as my fellow DOC has mentioned, like Ember hasn't really been a problem for us. She's been quiet. The whole situation has just been more sad, depressing, even if you want to put it that way. I really think Ember regrets the situation that got her here, and yeah, well, there's not much more to add to it than that. It's just very sad.
Would you agree that the only bad situation with Ember being in here was when we, the clowns on the outside, broke in here and took all the lifers and Ember out?
Which time?
Well, I guess that answers that.
I'm sorry. Are you the reason that those lifers are on the run?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Damn, Cheddar.
Allegedly.
No,
Allegedly.
I mean, two of them are still at large. Felicity and Matt. You know, we threw them in the, we stuffed them in the trunk.
the one that we met in the subway station by the senior buttons. Oh yeah, that one.
that guy,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That wouldn't have happened if Ember wasn't locked up for life. You know.
Yeah, that's kind of on you guys.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that comment, Chatterbox.
You're welcome.
Any other DSC have anything they'd like to say?
How could they do this?
No. Okay. What about you guys?
She's good people, man. Let her out. She's always been good to us in here. She never
Yeah.
caused any shit.
She's even been talking about how she wants to get out, so she hasn't been doing anything.
She been on good behavior with you all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
she's a
make you
homie.
depressed that she's in here?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, she should be free, man.
All right.
Also looking good, Angel.
Thank you. I always try my best.
Yeah, no problem.
Looking good, Angel.
Thank you.
Damn, she's so fine.
All right. Well, I don't know if I have anyone else here that is interested in making a comment. Ms. Quinn, I'm going to go take a few moments to gather my thoughts, to go over the arguments that you presented, and to go over some of the information that we've talked about today. And I'm going to make a decision about your fate. Is there anything you'd like me to know before I go off to deliberate?
Amber, say
Any,
something.
any final
Say
words?
Fucking sorry.
Anything else?
Amber, I spent 3 hours in the house with you. You don't give an apology.
I know what I did wrong, and I am truly sorry for my actions.
She did it.
Oh, she did it.
Okay.
See that, you're on?
Thank you very much,
3
Miss
hours
Quinn.
of hard work.
If you wouldn't mind keep
3
everyone in
hours
control,
well
I'm just
spent.
gonna go sneak away into the corner and just gather my notes together. This session is now in recess. I'll be back in about 5 to 7 minutes.
A few moments later.
You're amazing.
Guys, the TX is back!
All right, everyone. I'm calling this session back into session. So please sharpen up a little bit.
Sharpen what?
Oh, okay.
Sharpen up. It means
Pencils?
sit up. It means sit up straight. Add attention. You know.
Oh, stand up, okay?
Yeah, stand up if possible. Sitting down is very rude. So.
Apologize
Yeah.
for sitting down.
Amber, can you tell your lawyer to stand up?
He's allowed to sit down. He's allowed.
Oh, what?
All right. No, Tony, you can have it. You can sit, Tony. You can sit.
I'm pulling this up.
Tony,
No, you can sit, Tony. Tony, no, Tony, no. Tony, no.
It's a
You
miracle.
can sit down, Tony. You can sit down.
Wow,
My
Tony.
limbers.
Hold him
He's
up.
so
Hold him up,
committed.
Ember. Yes,
Yes,
that's right. Hold your
hold him
lawyer
up.
up.
You can sit
Yeah.
down. You can sit down. You
Look
can
at
sit
that.
down.
Look at the empathy Ember's
Look
giving.
Look
Look
at
at
the
the empathy.
selfless act from Ember.
All right, all right.
stand for
That's
Ember's freedom.
all right. Thank you. Very impressive. It's very impressive. I do
He's
see that.
standing for Ember's free. That's so
All right.
great.
Wow, Ember, you're an exemplary role model.
All right, everyone. I've come to a final verdict, a final decision. Now, in the case of Miss Quinn, it's very clear that there's a lot of people in the city that think very positively of you, Miss Quinn. It's very clear that you have a lot of friends. You have a lot of people that think that you are capable of doing good. And even you yourself have said that you want to do good and you believe that you can do good. Now, one of the difficult things about being a judge and being part of the Department of Justice is we have to ensure that justice is served not only to the victims of crimes, to ensure that the person who has perpetuated a crime against them is held accountable, but to ensure that the public safety and the public's interest is upheld, and just to ensure that justice as a whole, as a concept, is maintained. Now, the crimes that you've been convicted of are quite severe. First-degree murder, serial assaults and killings, torture, all of these charges are very serious, and they do carry a serious sentencing with them. But I also cannot ignore the pleas that the court has heard this day. So here's what we're going to do. Ms. Quinn, your sentence is going to be reduced from life in prison to 28 years with indefinite parole. Your parole is going to have some additional conditions attached to it. It will be lifted if you can meet the following conditions. Ms. Quinn, you are hereby ordered to maintain and track a list, and you're going to have to perform 50 good deeds for separate citizens in the state of San Andreas. You're going to have to prove that you can do good, to show that you can be a good person and that you can make a positive impact in the people in the city's day-to-day lives. So with that being said, your sentence is now commuted. You must now serve the remainder of it, I believe 7 more years in prison, after which time you will be released on indefinite parole. These good deeds that you're expected to do are going to be a little bit up to interpretation. It will be up to myself as the overseeing judicial authority to make sure that they are done. You should keep a notebook and track every good thing that you've done, and also a recording of it being the case. Is that understood?
Okay, so I do that once my parole starts.
Yes, once your parole starts, you'll be released from Bolingbrook and you'll begin to do your good deeds. Once you've done 50 good deeds, you can present it to the court and we will commute your parole.
Your Honor, will this be considered the first one since she's helping me stand up?
Sure, this will be your first. This will be your first good deed, Ember.
All right,
W Ember. W Ember. Good job.
Doing great, Ember.
Oh, thank
Congratulations.
1 out of 50.
Are there any questions about your outcome here, Miss Quinn?
Can we help her do good deeds?
You can assist her, but she has to be the one that's primarily doing them.
All right. People to sign off or sign that she actually did it.
There needs to be
Ooh,
witnesses,
yeah, an
and it needs to be
official
tracked in a notebook. Yes.
So, Your Honor, would like the name, state ID, and a selfie with them be sufficient in the notebook?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh, and a testimonial.
And a statement of what the good deed was. And I will be checking these, by the way. I will be contacting the people and make sure these good deeds are performed.
Or is it just
No,
how long
No, that's why she said indefinite.
Her parole is indefinite, and it
Yeah.
will not be released until she's committed all these good, finished doing these good deeds.
So what happens if she commits a crime? What's like? Did she come back in for life?
She'll go back in for another 30 years.
Okay.
Damn.
You may want to do this, Ember. You may want to do this.
So do your good deeds.
Okay.
Ms.
The
Quinn, I'm going to
Ember
be your
Quinn
primary.
good deed tour.
That's right. I'm going to be your primary judicial point of contact. I will find an officer to be your parole officer. Yes, Ursa?
Justice Angel, should you declare like it can be good deeds? It has to be for like different people.
Yes, it has to be
if she
for
does
different people.
50 for the same person. Yeah.
Mhm. So you cannot do any more good deeds with Tony. You've already helped him out here.
Can I do them while I'm still serving my time?
No.
Oh,
I will allow
damn.
this one for Tony,
Yeah,
but
you get a
you have to
freebie.
finish your time, and then once you get released, you need to go out there into the world and do good, like
Okay,
you promised me you could.
So 7 more years. That
Mhm.
Hey, wait, is this gonna? Oh, wait, Ember, can you still give me that stuff?
What stuff? Stumbles? What stuff?
Stumbles. I think she's not coming up for another week.
Yeah, you need to talk
She'll
to her
let you
like
borrow
that.
She'll let you borrow her gaming console when she gets out. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Did I make a mistake with my rules?
No.
Do I need to go back and
You're asking to borrow electronics. That's all.
I think you should aim your attention on Stumbles and why he's free. He should take Ember's place.
What did I
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Hey, DOC,
People
can I have a
spoken, Your
favor?
Honor.
Can you let me borrow one of your tasers so I can
that,
give
Tony?
it to Stumbles because he really wants one?
No.
The people have spoken, Your Honor. They want
Well,
to switch Ember.
the people may have spoken, but I'm not going to sentence a man to prison because the people voted
man, I'm
for that.
trying
That's
any
not
way I
going to
can,
happen.
okay?
Ember,
I'll
don't
give it
worry,
to
this
you.
is
I'll
good.
give it to
7
you.
more years is
I
nothing.
did say you had-
We get a vacation for another 7 years. When you're out, we'll have a whole list of ideas for you.
Yeah, I would encourage you guys to help her come up with some ideas. And with that being said, that's the order of this court. Thank you very much, everyone. This hearing is now dismissed.
Do I need to get someone to change my sentence into 7 years?
In seven years, you will be released. Your sentencing is going to stay the same for now.
7 years from now.
Can you follow me for a second, Ember?
Bye,
Follow me
Ember.
here for a moment, Ember.
Okay.